My online darlings, grab your hot tea, because this is gonna be messy and oh so liberal in the most unapologetic way possible.
Anti-Semitic. Wait, everyone, he's thinking about going to Gaza, thinking about it. Bro doesn't want to watch the nuke and address the elephant in the room, yet squeezes and milks every moment once Ethan brings up your name. Talk about the allegations, red flag, red flag, red flag. Come on. This one is too stupid as a foot soldier for you to ban them like this, okay? The thinking about going to Gaza thing is also kind of stupid because I was invited by literal journalists that work in Gaza.
Well, I don't understand where he gets this, like, he obsesses over this term, like, journalists. I was invited by journalists, like the journalists, like real journalists, real live journalists, actual journalists. Like, bro, anybody can take pictures and sell them to the AP or write an op-ed or an article for, like...
Okay, and I, unfortunately, most likely will not be able to go because the people that I did talk to said that they could not give me security assurances that Israel would not fee.
What an unbelievable lie. He's such a coward. Holy... I thought he was going to say security assurances that he wouldn't get like by a terrorist attack or something. He's saying the IDF would... An American and... Is he Turkish as well? I don't know if he still has Turkish citizenship or not. I'm guessing. An American citizen? Israel's going to... An American citizen going... Come on, bro. Are you serious?
Or anyone, really. Because Israel is not allowing Western journalists to enter the Gaza Strip, by the way. Think about that. Okay.
I keep hearing everyone hoping for midterms being the next big opportunity for us to change things back or gain more power for the Dems. Can you explain for us uneducated what we could hope to gain from midterms? Is showing the current administration and showing the world and showing the rest of America like who we are or what we stand for? Because right now, Trump won the majority of the support in the United States across like 2 or 3 different worlds, right? Across the House and the Senate, across the presidency. So as it stands right now, they can argue that they have this, you know, popular mandate of the people and all that. So you have to see if the American people think something differently.
Okay. It's not even because like Hamas is scary and they're going to kill you or whatever. That's not the fear. That's not the problem there. The problem is Israel could nuke you at any moment and America will apologize to Israel for it. But yeah, no, it's such a laughable thing, dude. It's such a laughable thing. Not just me, by the way. Anyone at any given moment. It's also, oh yeah, that's another thing. Sabra hummus. Saying Sabra hummus sucks.
Hassan Piker, the internet's favorite socialist heartthrob, with his chiseled jaw and his, I read half of Marx's Capital, energy, sitting in his streaming setup, probably surrounded by artisanal coffee mugs and posters of Che Guevara he bought at Hot Topic. He's out here thinking about going to Gaza, like it's a casual weekend getaway to the Maldives. Meanwhile, Destiny, our razor-sharp fact-checking warrior, is watching this unfold like a hawk circling a particularly confused pigeon. Hassan's got this whole narrative. He was invited by journalists, real journalists, actual journalists like journalists, to go to Gaza, but plot twist, he's not going. Why? Because, apparently, Israel might just yeet him into the next dimension, and nobody's giving him security assurances. Honey, the only assurance Hassan needs is that his live stream won't buffer. But here we are. Destiny's not having it, and neither are we, because this is peak Hassan. All talk, no walk, with a side of performative righteousness that's so extra it could star in a Tyler Perry movie. Let's unpack this, because Hassan's fear of Gaza isn't just about geopolitics. It's about his deep, glittery insecurity about not being taken seriously as a journalist. And Destiny's roasting him for it like he's a marshmallow at a campfire, turning him over and over until he's crispy. This whole saga is a masterclass in liberal shade, a chaotic blend of political commentary, personal beef, and the kind of unhinged energy that makes you want to scream, "Yes, Queen!" while simultaneously questioning your life choices. First off, let's talk about this Gaza thing, because Hassan's out here acting like he's Indiana Jones being invited to raid the Ark of the Covenant, but instead of saying, "I'm in," he's like, "Nah, fam, I might get got by the IDF." The IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. Hassan's claiming he can't go because Israel's not letting Western journalists into Gaza, and he's worried they might, target him, an American and maybe Turkish citizen. Destiny's response: a big fat, "Are you serious, bro?" And honestly, same. This is the kind of excuse that sounds like it was scribbled on a napkin at a vegan cafe. Israel's not out here sniping American Twitch streamers, Hassan. They've got bigger fish to fry, like, actual international conflicts. But Hassan's acting like he's on some CIA watch list, dodging drones while he's trying to film a vlog for his Patreon. Now, let's be real. Gaza's not a picnic. It's a war zone, a humanitarian crisis, a place where real journalists, people with press passes and actual deadlines, not just a webcam and a dream, risk their lives to report the truth. But Hassan's not worried about Hamas or stray rockets or any of the actual dangers you'd expect. No, no, no. His big fear is that Israel's gonna roll up like, oh, it's the guy from the Young Turks, get him! It's so absurd it's almost performance art. Destiny calls this out for what it is, cowardice dressed up in a progressive trench coat. Hassan's not scared of Gaza, he's scared of not looking like the fearless, globe-trotting journalist he so desperately wants to be. And when Destiny points this out, it's like watching a drag queen red someone for wearing knockoff Laubautins. The shade is lethal. But let's zoom in on this journalist obsession, because this is where Hassan's insecurities are serving main character energy. He's out here name-dropping literal journalists like he's trying to convince us he's 1 degree of separation from Anderson Cooper. Real journalists, actual journalists, journalists. Honey, calm down, you're not Walter Cronkite. You're a guy who yells about capitalism on Twitch while sipping oat milk lattes. And that's fine, own it. The world needs loud, leftist streamers who can break down complex issues for the TikTok generation. But Hassan's got this weird fixation on being seen as a real journalist, like he's auditioning for a Pulitzer while the rest of us are just trying to figure out how to pay rent. Destiny's roasting this harder than a barista burning espresso beans, and it's glorious. Hassan's clinging to this journalist fantasy like it's a life raft in a sea of irrelevance, but the truth is, anybody can call themselves a journalist these days. You snap a photo, sell it to the AP, write a blog post for Vice, and boom, you're a journalist. It's not a sacred title, it's a job. And real journalists, the ones out there dodging bullets and filing FOIA requests, aren't sitting around whining about security assurances. They're doing the work. Hassan is out here acting like he's been invited to the front lines by the ghost of Edward R. Murrow, but when push comes to shove, he's like, nah, I'll just stay in LA and tweet about it. Destiny is not letting him get away with it, and neither are we, because this is peak performative nonsense. Let's talk about the deeper issue here, because this isn't just about Hassan's Gaza no-show or his journalist cosplay. It's about the liberal obsession with optics over action, the need to be seen as the good guy without actually putting in the work. Hassan's whole brand is built on this. Loud, righteous indignation about the world's injustices, delivered with the charisma of a guy who could sell you a used car and make you thank him for it. But when it's time to actually do something, like, say, go to Gaza with these literal journalists, he's suddenly got more excuses than a teenager caught sneaking out past curfew. And Destiny's calling it out like a prophet in a sequined robe, preaching truth to a congregation of keyboard warriors. This is where the liberal lens comes in, because let's be real, Hassan's not the only one guilty of this. The left loves to talk a big game, hashtag activism, retweeting infographics, performative tears over the latest global crisis. But when it's time to actually show up, too many of us are like, can I Venmo my solidarity instead? It's not enough to tweet about Gaza or Palestine or systemic injustice. You've got to put some skin in the game. And Hassan's refusal to do that, while clinging to this journalist label like it's a Grammy, exposes the hollowness at the heart of so much progressive posturing. Destiny's roast isn't just personal. It's a takedown of this entire vibe, this idea that you can be a hero by streaming from your gaming chair while the real heroes are out there risking everything. Now let's get to the political context, because Hassan's Gaza dodge isn't happening in a vacuum. He's out here talking about midterms and showing the world who we are, like he's leading a revolution instead of a live stream. The transcript has him pivoting to this idea that the Democrats need to reclaim power to counter Trump's popular mandate. And look, he's not wrong. Trump's got the House, the Senate, the presidency, and probably the group chat too. The guy's riding a wave of support that makes you wonder if half of America forgot how to Google policy consequences. But Hassan's framing this like it's some grand moral crusade, like the midterms are our chance to show America who we are. Honey, America already knows who we are. We're the ones arguing about Sabra hummus while the world burns. Speaking of Sabra hummus, let's pause for a second, because Hassan's out here throwing shade at a dip. Sabra hummus sucks, apparently, and this is the hill he's chosen to die on. Not Gaza, not systemic, not climate change hummus. This is the kind of unhinged energy that makes you want to scream, "Focus, Queen!" But it's also peak Hassan, taking a serious issue, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and turning it into a quirky, relatable hot take that's more about signaling than substance. Destiny's not explicitly roasting him for the hummus jab, but you can feel the eye roll through the transcript. It's like Hassan's trying to distract us from his Gaza cowardice by waving a tub of chickpea paste in our faces. And baby, it's not working. Let's zoom out, because this whole saga is a microcosm of the liberal internet in 2025. We've got Hassan, the poster child for performative progressivism, dodging real-world challenges while chasing clout as a journalist. We've got Destiny, the voice of reason in a sea of chaos, calling out the hypocrisy with the precision of a sniper and the energy of a drag queen at last call. And we've got a political landscape where Trump's running the show, the Democrats are scrambling, and the left is too busy arguing about hummus to actually do anything. It's a mess, darlings, but it's our mess, and we've got to deal with it. So what's the takeaway? Hassan's fear of Gaza isn't just about physical danger, it's about the danger of being exposed as a fraud. He wants the cred of a journalist without the grit, the applause of the left without the sacrifice. And Destiny's roast is a reminder that you can't just talk the talk, you've got to walk it too. Whether it's going to Gaza, fighting for policy change, or just admitting you're more of a streamer than a reporter, authenticity matters. The left needs to stop hiding behind hashtags and start showing up, because the world's not gonna fix itself while we're all tweeting from our couches.